Hey y'all, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy A-71. Now this device came out in 2020. So this device is almost 3 years old. But do I still recommend you pick up this device? I'm going to have to say yes. And I'm going to tell you some reasons why. The first reason, this device is only, you can get this device for $165. Now keep in mind, this is a mid-range device. It's not a flagship, but it's a mid-range. Now everybody don't care about flagship devices. They don't. Some people like a mid-range. This is a mid-range. 165. I mean, that price is golden. I mean, seriously, that's an excellent price. Okay. Now, the thing that you get with this device is great. First is you're getting a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display. The display on this phone is beautiful. I mean, it's just, to me, it looks just as good as the premium device. Is just not as bright, but it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. You're getting an always-on display. That's no different than what you get on the premium devices. All the bells and whistles, the date, time, day, battery percentage, notifications, and you're getting your in-display fingerprint sensor. Of course, it's not an ultrasonic. It's not as fast, but all you got to do is just lay your finger on it, for a second, and it pops right open. That's all you got to do. Comes right open. Now, on this, you got Face Unlock. Now, Face Unlock don't ever work that well for me. Okay, I did get it to work, which is rare. But Face Unlock 2, which is good. Gorilla Glass 3 on the front. You got a plastic frame on the back. Now, I got this case on here. But it's just the plain back, the black. And it has I guess a nice kind of weird pattern back here. But it's hard to see unless you're in direct sunlight. Ain't really much to see. Of course, you got your 4 lenses back here. Not a bad design, but, it's a plastic back. Keep that in mind. But you got Gorilla Glass 3 on the front. Excuse me. Now, the button placement is good. You got all your buttons on the right. Power button here. Volume rockers up there. Nothing on the left. Of course, you get a headphone jack, which is nice. Now, you're only getting one down-firing speaker. No dual stereo speakers. They didn't put the dual stereo speakers on until the A72. Now, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, but you're getting expandable storage up to 512 gigs, which is excellent. Remember when we used to be able to get a headphone jack and expandable memory together? This is one of those devices. Of course, you got the Snapdragon 730. Like I said, mid-range processor, but it's okay. It's not perfect. It's not super slow, but of course, it's not going to be as fast as a premium device, but it's going to be fast enough for the average person. Honestly, if you don't need your phone to be super fast, this is going to be fine. Like I said, it's not super snappy and super extra smooth. It's just not, but it's going to be good enough for the average person. Android 13 is on board. Now, won't get Android 14, but Android 13 is on board, and you're going to get another year of security updates. You got a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. I can get easily through a full day. No battery anxiety at all. You get 25-watt super fast charging, wired charging. Now, no wireless charging, no reverse wireless charging. Also, no wireless decks. But check out all the features you get. Now, you normally get all the standard features you normally get with a Samsung device, such as secure folders, Samsung Pay, but you're going to get Samsung Pay with MST, magnetic secure transmission, meaning you can use this on any terminal, that takes credit cards or debit cards, unlike the newer devices where, they took MST off. Edge panels, edge lighting, one-handed mode, live lock screen wallpapers, which I'll show you right here. You're going to see a different wallpaper every time you turn the device on. This is the way I like it. I want to see something different every time I turn on my lock screen. As you can see, every time you see something different. And of course, I'm using HD wallpapers, so I got my wallpapers changing every minute. All right, so you get floating notifications, lift to wake, double tap to turn on and turn off the screen. swipe, palm swipe to take a screenshot. You got good lock, Bixby routines, link to Windows, music share, quick share, nearby share, smart view, secure Wi-Fi, live transcribe, and eye comfort shield. And of course, you got these cameras back here. You got these 4 cameras, 64 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. You can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames per second. On the front, you have a 32 megapixel selfie that shoots video at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now, I do believe this is something you may want to consider. Honestly, this is a great device. Honestly, it's not as it's almost as tall as the premium devices, but it's not as wide, so it may be a lot easier to type on. To use one-handed. Beautiful display, great battery life, all the bells and whistles pretty much, except for things like, you can't enhance the video. Your enhanced your videos. If you watch video, you can't enhance them like you can on premium devices. It's not super bright, but bright enough. It's just missing a few things like Samsung DeX. It's just missing a few things. Seriously, not much at all. You're pretty much getting everything for our software that you get on premium devices. So this is not missing much at all. At all. Keep in mind, 165. Now, let me tell y'all something. If you stuck with me this long on this video, this is one of the devices I'm going to be giving away. Once I reach 6,000 subscribers, I'm going to give the Samsung Galaxy A-71 away, along with the Unihertz Luna, which I just did a review on that phone. I think it was last week. So I'm giving away 2 smartphones next time I do my smartphone giveaway. This one, and also that Unihertz Luna. So not one person gonna get both phones, but I'm gonna give one of these phones to 2 different people, and then the first person will get to choose which device they want, and then the other person will get what's left. But keep in mind, this will not be an international giveaway, unfortunately. Too many restrictions, too expensive, and just going through too much mess trying to get these to people in other countries, which I wish I could, because I know there's people out there that are really doing bad and struggling. Not that people in the US is not struggling either, because they are, but when I was able to actually get some of my phones out to, like, I think 3 phones I gave away, either 2 or 3 I gave away outside this country, and I was so happy that I was able to be a blessing to someone outside of the US that was really in need. Somebody in the Philippines, somebody deep within Africa. It took a while for them to get it, but I'm just glad they was able to get it. But unfortunately, this is going to be strictly US giveaway, because I don't have any restrictions, no issues inside the state. So I do apologize to all my international brothers and sisters out there that support my channel. I'm just so sorry I'm just not able to get these devices to you at this time, because it's just too many restrictions. So many times I've had devices sent back to me because they will not allow these devices on a plane. So it's not me not wanting to send them, it's just too much red tape. So do I recommend the A-71 in 2023? Absolutely. For 165, absolutely. On all the stuff that I said that you're still getting with this device, of course you should grab this device. And even though I mentioned the cameras and I did the specs, but the photos that this thing takes is really good. The photos and the videos are really good for that person that's not heavily into the cameras. Like for your average person like me, I'm an average photo and video user. I don't need the best on the market. Now, of course, I have a bunch of phones that have the best cameras on them, but I'm saying I don't really use my cameras like that. I really don't. If I just had really one good phone with a good camera and then the rest was just okay, that would be fine, because I hardly ever use the camera. So I don't need, top of the line cameras. I'm not I don't use my camera like that. So, but for the average person, you're going to love the photo quality and the video quality that this device offers. All right, so thank you all for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Hope everybody out there is staying safe and staying well, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.